Greetings again, gang. All right, so we are late Wednesday morning here, and our good old CPI numbers, our inflation numbers came out this morning. Thought it'd be a good time to review this, middle of the month, usually when we do it. So CPI came in this morning as inflation year over year is only up 3%. Okay, now mind you this, a little bit of inflation is good. 2% is still the target, what we look for. So we're still running a little hot. And of course, you'll inevitably hear today, the Inflation Reduction Act is working and all this sort of stuff, right? You know, the typical spin bullshit that you get. You know, spending money does not cause inflation to go down. It just doesn't work that way, okay? As much as the uneducated voter will think, oh, Biden's policies of spending money brought inflation down. No, actually, what brings inflation down is people not spending money. Okay, supply and demand. More supply, less demand causes the prices to come down. That is what we are seeing, which goes right in line with what I was talking about with the dumpster diving yesterday. Okay. People don't have the disposable income to spend, don't have as much money in the budget to buy groceries or gasoline or whatever, so they don't spend the money. The chickens are still producing eggs, the trees are still producing apples, whatever would be, and the farmers, the ranchers, whatever, still need to sell those products, and if they can't get $6 for the product, they'll drop the price to $5, to $4, to $3, to $2, whatever, until they find that spot that people go, okay, I'll pay that. That's what brings inflation down. So, you guys know we've been doing this all year and looking to see at least what food inflation was. And good news, no question whatsoever, the prices of food are coming down on a whole, not everything. So you guys know how I do this. I had compared 10 staples in the house that most of us buy, and we've been comparing the prices each month, every month, for the course of the year to see what's going on. So I want to show you where they all stand. So let's start with the first one, bread. Bread is still at $1.32 a loaf at my local Walmart. It has been $1.32 a loaf all year. Has not gone up, has not gone down, has been the exact same price all year. So at that point, there's zero. We take that. Okay. So we move on to the next one. All right. And the next one is milk. Dairy cows. We know we're going to have an issue with beef later on this year. Cows, because we're getting rid of cows. Milk actually dropped again to $3.04 a gallon. That is the lowest we have seen it all year. It started the year at $3.48 a gallon. It got down to $3.22. It's now down to $3.04. Okay, price is coming down. It's a good thing, at least for my budget. I don't know about yours, but I like lower prices. This is the one that always throws the curve and everything. Eggs. Y'all remember what we were paying for eggs at the beginning of the year. If you don't, at my local store, it was $6.04 for 18 eggs in January. Eggs actually have come up this month. They were up 27 cents over last month. But eggs this month are $2.60 for 18 eggs. Not great, but a hell of a lot better than $6. Butter is number 4. Butter is down again. Kind of goes in line. If milk is down, you'd figure butter's down. Butter this month is $3.68, down from $3.98 it was last month, and down from the $4.48 it was at the beginning of the year. So overall, we're looking good, no questions. Right. Lettuce is the next one. This is interesting. Did the quality go down? For the first 6 months of the year, the only lettuce I was able to find at Walmart was Green Giant lettuce. Okay, $1.98 a head. That's what it's been all but 2 months a year. Started at $1.98, was at $1.98 in June. It's $1.88 a head of lettuce this month. not Green Giant lettuce, just generic lettuce. So this is another thing that they'll do to twist numbers. They will shrinkflation. You'll see your box of Cheerios or whatever come down, but it's now 20 ounces instead of 24 or whatever. They'll start comparing a lower quality of product. And here's a perfect example. The price is a dime cheaper, but is the generic brand lettuce as good as the Green Giant? Or then, on the other hand, is Green Giant lettuce, because it's got the fancy packaging, worth 10 cents more than the generic? But for the sake of argument, our price is $1.88 this month. Honeycrisp apples on sale this week. Okay, so I'm going to use the sale price, because if I went to the store right now and bought them, it's what I'd pay. So normal price $2.06, which is the same as it's been for the last 2 months. This week it is $1.70 per apple. I want to remind everybody on this, that's not per pound, that is per apple. Okay, I'm still looking at this going, there's no way in the world I'm paying $1.70, let alone $2.06 for a freaking apple. Okay, sorry, that's why I got trees. Okay, ground beef, while still expensive at $4.96 a pound this month, that's the same it's been, or that's the same it was last month. It is still up $1.20 for the year. Okay, so beef is still up somewhere around 30% this year. Just telling you. Chicken thighs, again, same price as it was last month, $3.48. Though it was $2.56 at the beginning of the year. So you're still looking at what? 90 cents on that, 40% increase in the price of chicken thighs. Yeah. Finally, Coke. The price of Coke actually went up this month. $1.88 again, which is where it started the year. It was $1.78 last month. So gone up a little bit. So if we look at the final tallies here, and I will show you this here real fast. Month over month, my list of 10 groceries is 1.63% less than it was last month. Good. Again, I like prices going down. No complaints. Year to date for these 10 items, groceries are down 9.39%. I'll take that. Okay. However, this is what I said. I say this every month. Joe better thank God for all the chickens. Because if you take out eggs out of our 10 items here, the rest of the groceries are still up 1% for the year. Now, no complaints whatsoever about groceries being up 1%. Like I said earlier, healthy inflation is 2%. But I'm not going to take away from the fact that inflation's coming down. That's absolutely true. Okay, which is good. God knows we don't need to see that 9% inflation like we did last summer. What I don't want anybody to get lulled into a false sense of security on is when you hear all the, look, the Inflation Reduction Act worked. No, it had nothing to do with it. While these numbers are good, when you start looking beyond the tip of your nose as to why inflation is down, it's because people have less money to spend. And like I said earlier, laws of supply and demand cause prices to come down. Take advantage of it while you get it. Groceries are cheaper than they were 6 months ago. Okay, still more expensive than they were a year ago. But take advantage of this while you can get it. Because as I've said before, we saw what happened with the wheat crop, and wheat went through the roof. Bread prices are going to catch up. Okay, I told you what's going to happen with corn. That's going to drive things up. Everything. Corn is used in cattle feed. What's cattle feed used for? Well, that's where your milk comes from. That's where your butter comes from. That's where your beef comes from. You're going to see those prices go back up. Mark my words. Just take advantage now. Understand where the numbers are coming from before the CNNs and the MSNBCs and the Yahoos and everybody goes, look, Joe's economy is actually doing what he told us it would do. No, Joe has wrecked the economy for the people so badly that now the companies have to drop the prices because the people can't afford their product. And otherwise, eggs spoil and apples rot. And then they're worth exactly zero. So if you've got something that you know in 2 weeks is going to be worth zero, you'll sell it today for whatever you can get for it. And you know what? That's the definition of capitalism, which is what we should be striving to continue to keep instead of this communist bullshit idea that this current administration wants. There's your economic figures for June. I'll tell you this, though. There's still an 88% chance that the Fed raises interest rates another 25 basis points in about 2 weeks. So you want to add insult to injury? If this is so good, why are they still raising interest rates to strangle the economy? I don't you think about that, but that's what the current numbers say. 88% chance of a 25 basis point hike. Yeah, mortgage rates go up, car finance rates go up, credit card rates go up. Yeah, that's not a sign of healthy economy. Have a good one. Pinball out.